Today, we delve into the gripping saga of the Indo-Pakistani War of 1971, a conflict that not only redrew the map of South Asia but also reshaped the destinies of millions. This war, marked by valor, political resolve, and profound human sacrifice, culminated in the creation of Bangladesh. Let us journey through the complex interplay of military strategy, political maneuvering, and humanitarian struggles that defined this historic conflict. The prelude to war, political and social underpinnings, historical context. The seeds of the 1971 war were sown long before the first shot was fired. Tensions had been simmering between the two wings of Pakistan, East and West, due to stark cultural, economic, and political differences. The people of East Pakistan, later Bangladesh, longed for autonomy and fair representation, while the central government in West Pakistan pursued policies that marginalized their aspirations. The catalyst, a watershed moment, came in 1970 with the historic general elections in Pakistan. The Awami League, led by Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, secured a landslide victory in East Pakistan, demanding greater autonomy. However, the refusal of the ruling establishment in West Pakistan to transfer power ignited widespread unrest. The ensuing crackdown in March 1971 sparked a humanitarian crisis that would soon escalate into full-blown war. The outbreak of conflict, a war on two fronts, escalation to armed conflict as political negotiations broke down, the situation deteriorated rapidly. In March 1971, the Pakistani military launched Operation Searchlight, a brutal crackdown aimed at quelling the growing demands for independence in East Pakistan. This operation led to widespread atrocities and forced millions to flee their homes. The human suffering and international outrage set the stage for India's intervention. India enters the fray, moved by the plight of refugees and driven by its own strategic imperatives. India decisively intervened in December 1971. The Indian Armed Forces launched coordinated operations on both the eastern and western fronts. In the east, the focus was on supporting the Bangladeshi liberation movement, while on the western front, India engaged Pakistani forces in a limited capacity. The dual-front strategy underscored India's commitment to altering the regional power dynamics and ending decades of oppression. Military strategies in key battles. Coordinated campaigns in the east. The Eastern Theater witnessed some of the most intense fighting of the conflict. Indian military strategies, characterized by rapid maneuvering and decisive assaults, were pivotal in breaking the siege of key towns and military installations. Major engagements, such as the battles near Sylhet, Khulna, and Dhaka, saw the Indian Army and allied Mujahideen liberation forces pushing back entrenched Pakistani positions. The swift advance and effective use of combined arms led to the rapid capitulation of Pakistani forces in the east. Limited engagements in the west. While the Eastern Front captured global attention, the Western theater was equally critical in maintaining strategic balance. Here, India launched a limited offensive aimed at pressuring Pakistan on multiple fronts, thereby preventing the enemy from reallocating resources to the east. Although the fighting in the west was less intense, it played an essential role in shaping the overall outcome of the war. Human cost and international implications. The refugee crisis and humanitarian impact. One of the most heart-wrenching dimensions of the 1971 war was the massive exodus of refugees from East Pakistan. Millions of people fled the violence, seeking shelter and safety in neighboring India. This humanitarian crisis not only put a strain on India's resources but also stirred global concern, highlighting the devastating consequences of political repression and military aggression. Global diplomatic repercussions. The conflict resonated far beyond the borders of South Asia. International opinion was deeply divided, with many nations condemning the human rights abuses perpetrated during Operation Searchlight. As India emerged victorious, the world witnessed the birth of Bangladesh, a new nation founded on the principles of self-determination and resilience. The war significantly altered regional alliances and had a lasting impact on international diplomacy in the Cold War era. The aftermath, legacy and lessons. The birth of Bangladesh. The decisive military victory in December 1971 led to the formal creation of Bangladesh on December 16. This momentous outcome was not only a triumph for the liberation forces but also a historic realignment in South Asia. Bangladesh's emergence as an independent nation brought hope to millions who had long yearned for freedom and justice. Re-evaluating regional security. The war reshaped the strategic landscape of South Asia. It served as a powerful reminder of the consequences of political exclusion and ethnic marginalization. Both India and Pakistan have since reassessed their defense and foreign policies in light of the lessons learned from 1971. The conflict underscored the need for dialogue, equitable governance, and respect for human rights to prevent such tragedies in the future. Enduring lessons for the future at its core, the Indo-Pakistani War of 1971 is a story of sacrifice, determination, and the relentless pursuit of justice. It reminds us that the struggle for self-determination can overcome formidable odds, and that the courage of ordinary people can change the course of history. As we reflect on this pivotal event, we are called to honor the memory of those who fought and suffered, and to learn from the past in our ongoing quest for peace and understanding. A chronicle of courage and change, the Indo-Pakistani War of 1971 stands as a landmark chapter in the annals of history, a vivid testament to the power of collective will and the enduring quest for freedom. This conflict, marked by its military brilliance, profound humanitarian impact, and far-reaching diplomatic consequences, reshaped the destiny of a region and inspired generations. As we recount its events, we pay homage to the sacrifices made and acknowledge the transformative legacy that continues to inform the geopolitical landscape of South Asia. May this narrative serve as a tribute to the spirit of resilience and the triumph of justice, a timeless reminder that the struggle for self-determination, though fraught with challenges, can lead to the creation of a brighter, more equitable future.